All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and record chapter 12, lesson 2. This is hands-on sides and angles of triangles. And just a reminder, triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. And there are regular polygons and there are irregular polygons. So this is a hands-on activity. So if you had your book with you, they give this little ruler and centimeters to use in order to complete the activities in the book here. So this first section is measure it. It says measure the sides of each pair of triangles below to the nearest tenth of a centimeter, then record the measures. So for pair A, I already measured these, but if I use my little ruler, so this was 3, 3, and 3, so 3 centimeters all around. And then for this bottom one, or the one beside it, it was 2, 2, and 2 centimeters. So this was 3 centimeters, this was 2 centimeters. For this pair B, I have 2, 2, and 3.5. So 2, 2, and 3.5. Then for this one, I have 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and about 2 8/10 centimeters. And then for pair C, I have 1.5 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters, and 3.5 centimeters. Then I have 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and about 3 6/10 centimeters, so a little bit past 3.5. So for the talk about it, it says compare the side lengths of each pair of triangles above. What do you notice? So for pair A, I said that all sides are congruent, meaning that they're all equal to each other. These are all 3 centimeters. These are all 2 centimeters. For pair B, I said 2 sides are congruent. So these 2 sides are congruent with 2 centimeters, and these sides are congruent with 2 centimeters. And then for pair C, I said no sides are congruent because every single side for this triangle and this triangle are completely different. All right, moving on to this next page. I'm going to skip this page because it's about angles, and I'm really not worried about angles right now. So I'm just going to focus on this top section here. So for the practice it section, it says, measure the sides of each triangle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter, then describe the number of congruent sides. So more specifically, we have to do what we just did on the front, but then talk about this sides. So this was 2, 2, 2. So this is a triangle that has 3 congruent sides. For number 5, I measured and got 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 4 2/10 centimeters. So I said that this triangle has 2 congruent sides. For number 6, I measured. This side had 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. They're all different. Therefore, this triangle has no congruent sides. And then number 7 here, we have 1 centimeter, 2 2/10 centimeter, and 2 centimeters. They are all very different. So this triangle has no congruent sides. So we can go ahead and do the problem that's labeled right here. So on this top, this is just like little examples for the homework help. So we're going to go ahead and do these two. It's the exact same thing of like what we just did. So it says measure the sides of each triangle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter, then describe the number of congruent sides. So I'm going to go ahead and measure, and then I'll write how many centimeters. So I would say this one's about 2.5. This one is about 2.5. And the bottom, I would say about 4.1 or 4.2. Again, all rulers are going to differ, so they might not be exact. So we're not adding anything, we're not multiplying anything, we're literally just measuring the sides of the triangle, and then we're going to describe the number of congruent sides. So this is a triangle with 2 congruent sides, because the left and the right side here, they're both the same, meaning they're congruent. All right, for number 2 here, we're gonna go ahead and measure this side first. So this side is 2 centimeters. And notice how I'm not starting from the complete edge right here. You're gonna start right where the 0 is. This one's about 4, and I'm gonna take a guess and say this one might be 3. Whoop, yep, 3. So for this one, this is a triangle. If you can see, these are all different numbers. So this is a triangle with no congruent sides. All right, so hopefully this helped. Oh, they have a nice little another ruler if I needed another one. I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. The next lessons will be next week. So I'm not sure which lesson we'll start off with. But if you need any review, watch this video, watch any of the other videos that I've posted. You can redo the assignments on Schoology if you feel like you need to because you didn't do very well. And I hope this is very helpful, and I plan on doing this for the remainder of the math lessons until further notice. So